Good morning, everyone. This is Nancy, and I'm coming to you from Magnolia Manor. And I wanted to start a new series on prepping or becoming more self-reliant, saving for a rainy day, having a plan B, whatever you want to call it. You're here, you've seen the title of this, so you've made the decision to be better prepared, and congratulations on that. So I have been what I would consider prepping for about 10 years. I've learned a lot. I've made some mistakes, but we are in July 2020, so we're in the midst of the coronavirus, and it was really interesting because it really put my preps to the test. And I saw where I was strong. I saw where I needed to kind of step it up a little bit. And I am a member of several prepping groups, and this is the question that I see most often. Where do I start? So, and I give these answers that I'm going to give to you, I give these answers over and over and over. So the very first thing is that you have made the decision. For whatever reason you're here, you're going to be better prepared to take care of yourself, to take care of your family, to take care of your home. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is to make a list. And the list would include emergency phone numbers. Don't count on your cell phone or your computer or your tablet. You need a hard copy. And the way that I did this, I just got a regular notebook. So every month I sort of made a record of who do I call the most when I pay bills, what is the contact information of that, my insurance company. Most people don't even know what their own tag number is. So you just need all of your information, and you need it written down so that if you lost your phone, if your battery's dead, whatever the case may be, you physically have something to look at that will give you the information that you need in case Google's not available. You might also consider making a copy of your driver's license, your birth certificate, your social security card, your insurance card. Number one, if your purse is stolen, all that information is in there. If you were to be in a house fire, all that information could be gone. There's just so many situations, but you always want to be prepared. So that doesn't cost anything. That's just time. That takes your time to sit down and physically put this stuff to pen and paper. The next thing that you might want to consider is when you go grocery shopping, you're going to buy double. And most people who start prepping, they go out and buy 50 pounds of rice and dry beans. And that's great if that makes you feel secure, but in your daily life, how many times do you really eat, beans and rice? And if you do decide to do that, make sure you take it out of the package and put it in an airtight container, plastic, glass, whatever. So when you're going to the grocery store, just be observant. Okay, this week we needed 2 gallons of milk or whatever you need. If you can financially do that, double it. So now instead of having 1 week's worth of groceries in the house, you have 2. And if you'll keep doing that, if you'll just keep doubling up and buying extra, you'll soon have on hand what you would need for yourself and your family. And if you have infants, children, you want to make sure that if they have a formula, if they're still in diapers, wipes, whatever you would need, you want to make sure that you're able to take care of your little ones. You would also want to keep some cash on hand. However much you can have, just make sure that somewhere you have some cash, a little bit of cash, whatever, stored up. in case, excuse me, in case we weren't able to use our debit or credit cards, that you would have some cash. Another thing that you might want to consider is keeping your vehicles filled with gas at all times. And the way that I have found that makes it a little bit financially easier for me is I join gas companies that have loyalty and rewards points. So oftentimes it will include downloading an app on your phone, and then you fill out questionnaires, and then you use that before you pump your gas. You'll type in your telephone number. So that information is stored, and then usually you will end up with discounts on gas. Another thing that I would suggest that you do is walk around and do a safety assessment where you live. Whether it is you own your own home, you're renting, you're living in a condo, an apartment, make sure, number one, there's locks on your doors and you're using those locks, that your windows are locked, that they're closed and locked, that someone couldn't gain access through your windows. Just walk around, and you don't want to do that one time, but you want to be fairly consistent in making sure that your property is safe and secure. So another thing that you can do, we should all do, is just be observant. Sort of when I pull into a parking lot, if I'm going to go to the grocery store or shopping for something, when I turn off my car and take off my seatbelt, I gather up what I need. I have my handbag, and then I sit there for a second and I just look around. I look around me and just see what's going on. See if there's anything that makes me uncomfortable, if there's anybody that I'm not comfortable with. You want to make sure, if it's night, that you park under a light. Make sure that you're in a lit area. Something that I just kind of do, keep your car keys in your hands, ladies, because you can take a key, put it kind of between your fingers, and if somebody were to attack you, you're not caught off guard. You do have some way to defend yourself. So those are some things that I would recommend, and there will be more videos where I'll go more in depth. Where we'll talk about a bug out bag, we'll talk about getting a safety kit for your home, for your vehicles. I have lots more topics that I want to cover on this. So if this is something that you're interested, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I do put more videos on. Thanks, and have a great day.